Hi, hello, and this is Mark, and this is my fourth laboratory exercise with my subject data communication and networking. So, the title of the activity today is routing protocol and basic LAN configuration. So, let's go to the procedure. Okay, so first is open Cisco Packet Tracer. Connect three PC, one hub connect three PC and one hub. This will serve as your LAN A. In connecting PC to hub, you can automatically select appropriate cable type by dragging the cursor in the network component box, and under connection tab, you can select smart connection. Oh, okay. Wait. So this is my Cisco packet tracer. Then I'm gonna put three PC. Okay, so one, two, three, and then one hub is here. Okay, then connection, automatically choose the wire, connect it to the hub. Okay, that's it. Next step number two, what is this? The PCs in LAN A should have a different IP address. For example, one PC in LAN A has an IP address of 192.168.1.1, while in other PC it can be 192.168.1.2, so on and so forth. Configure each PC's individual IP addressing and connect it to a hub. Okay, so I'm gonna configure their IP address. So I'm gonna click the PC0, configure fast Ethernet 0. Then I'm gonna put, let's say I'm gonna put this 192.168.1.2. So this will be 192.168. Okay, so subnet mask is 255.255 and 255.0. Okay, next PC1, configure fast Ethernet 0, 192.168.1.3. Okay, subnet mask automatically configure. PC2, configure fast Ethernet 0. IP address is 192.168.1. 2, 3, 4. Okay, next. Okay, so I connect it to the hub already. So next is step number 3. Choose a router. You can select 1841 router. It will act as a router A for LAN A. In the network component box, click on the router. Okay, so model of the router is 1841. So router. Next is 1841. Where's the 1841? This is it. Let's put this here. Okay. Just put the router here. Next. Okay. So next, construct a network LAN as shown below. Okay, so you already finished on that. Click on configure mode tab on router 0. Start configuring. So let's connect the router to the hub now. Then I'm gonna configure the IP address. Okay, so configure fast Ethernet 0. Wait. Wait, so I have to start configuring. Okay, start configuring. After the router is finished booting, change the display name to Cisco 1. Okay, so I'm gonna copy this. Cisco 1 for their display name. So settings, this is the display name, right? Display name router 0, Cisco for and space 1. Okay, so that is the display name as they mentioned. Number 7, click the host name and type Cisco underscore 1. Okay. Then, okay, host name is Cisco underscore 1. Okay, so it's automatically configured on CLI. Okay, next step. Okay, number 8 is click on interface fast Ethernet 0/0 and designate an IP address. The given example is 192.168.1.1 and click the tab key, enter subnet mask 255.255.255. Click on the port status to make it enable. Okay. Okay, so click this router, fast internet 0, IP address 192.168.1.1. So subnet mask automatically configure. Turn on the interface. Okay, so they are connected now. Then the network. Okay, so that is the step number 8. And the procedure number 9 is copy the router 1 with the same configuration and name it as copy Cisco underscore 1. Is that correct? Copy. So I'm gonna copy the router. Okay, and then paste it. Here we go. Configure CLI. Display name is copy Cisco underscore 1. Configure copy router 1 same as configuration. Name it as copy underscore 01. Okay, just take this one. Okay, Cisco underscore 1. Save it. Next step is number 10. Drag the new device to the desired location. Click on the network component box and select connection. Then select the serial DCA connection. After that, click on Cisco 1 router and connect it to serial 0/0/0/0 interface. Click on new router, copy Cisco underscore 1 and connect to the serial 0/0/0/0 interface. I think Cisco. I need to add this module HWIC2T. So I'm gonna add a module first so that I can have a serial link or serial port. Okay, so turn off the router, then add the HWIC2T module. Okay, then turn on again. Okay, still booting the device. Let's wait for a while. Okay, no, still not finished. Okay, now it's finished. I'm gonna turn on the port or the interface fast internet 0/0, then close, and then I'm gonna add a module for this one so I can use the serial DCE serial DCE cable. Okay, so turn off the router, add HWIC2T, then turn on the router again, close. Okay, so I'm gonna use serial DCE connection, DCE, serial DCE. So this is the serial DCE. Then click that, connect this, connect it to serial 0/0/0/0. Okay, there we go. Next is turn on the port, the interface serial 0/0. Okay, okay, so they are connected already, so check here. Yes, so okay, so hold on, I'm gonna label this part. So this is the LAN A with the network address. Network address is 192.168.1.0 and /24. Okay, so this is the LAN A here. Network address. I'm gonna add the IP address of this router 168.1.1. Next is this PC here 192.168.1.2. Okay, this PC here 192.168.1.3. Okay, next add this again 192.168.1.4. Okay, so this part is our LAN A connect. Okay, so I'm gonna just draw and just choose color blue. Okay, next I'm gonna add this here, this square box, so I can mark the our LAN A. Okay, so this is the LAN A part. Next step, that's it. Indicate that it has successfully connected there should be two green lights blinking. One is located on the output of Cisco 1 and the other is on the input of copy Cisco_1. Okay, so they are, yeah, there is green light now. And okay, so what's it? That's it? Oh, I think that is. There's no routing configuration so whatsoever. So question, what is the importance of routing? So the routing is important in our router so that our router can communicate with the uh, other devices that is in a different network. So um, this is this have only a directly connected routing. So as you can see, they are all connected with one side here, and maybe I will gonna give an example, or I'm gonna put an LAN B part here because this is for only LAN A. So if there is an A, there should be a B. So I'm gonna add let's say three more PC and one hub on this side, and gonna make it as LAN B so I can do routing. Okay, but this one is already routing. There are uh, actually there are four types of routing protocol. So I'm gonna routing four types of route. I'm gonna type okay four types of routing. So number one is yeah this one connected directly connected routing. Number two is static routing. Number three, dynamic routing. And number four is local. I think this local is the new type of routing protocol. Okay, so this part here, this LAN A is a directly connected router. So as you can see, this guy, this okay. I'm gonna check if I can ping the default gateway, which is 192.168.1.1. Okay, so I'm gonna go to configure terminal. So from PC0, I'm gonna ping 192.168.1.1.1. Yeah. Okay, let's see if there is a connection between them. So timeout because oh, there's no interconnection. Hold on a minute. What happened? Mm-hmm. Oh, there's no connection. So what happened is let me check. Oh, there's no IP address. Wait. Oh yes, I restart this router. That's why there's no. I lost the IP address in this part. Okay, let's check again. Let me check the IP address. Okay, close. Command prompt. I'm gonna ping the default gateway again. Okay, so now they have a ping connection. So there is a route, uh, what they call directly connected routing. Okay, so okay now from PC0, I'm gonna ping the PC1. So ping the IP address of this PC1 is 192.168.1.3. Okay, let's check. Okay, so they have connection. Okay, next is PC number 2. So let's ping again. Okay, now as you can see, they have a connection because we can ping this PC from PC0. So they have connection. So I'm gonna show the routing table of this router. So I'm gonna okay. So now I'm in enable command. From CLI, I'm gonna show IP route. Okay, as you can see, this letter C here, it says 192.168.1/24 is directly connected. So this is the routing table of this router Cisco one. So this is LAN A. As you can see, this is the uh, network address that is in its routing table. Okay, so that is routing. And so what I'm gonna do is set another LAN connection on this side, and I'm gonna uh, make them connected for each other, and I'm gonna use static routing for this. Okay, so I'm gonna set up first the PC. So let's see here, one, two, three. So three PC will all swell. let's say here, then gonna add a hub, connect them. Anyway, this the activity on this one. I'm just gonna add a LAN B so that I can show what routing is. Okay, so I'm gonna just one here, then connect it to this one here, and then mm, this first go configure, and then I'm gonna go to serial because I'm gonna create a connectivity between these two sides of the router. So I'm go to serial from Cisco 1, I go to serial 0/0, and let's say I'm gonna put 10.0.0.1. So I'm gonna use this network here, and I'm gonna make it 55255. Okay, so the network is 10.0.0.0/25 24. Okay, next is this router here. Then I'm gonna go to its serial link, serial, so 10.0.0.2. Subnet mask is 255.255. Okay, turn on port. Okay, so I'm gonna label this as a network address is 10.0.0.0/24. Okay, so I'm gonna move this little some space. Okay, then gonna put this 10.0.0.1. So this is the IP address for this part, and this IP address here 10.0.0.2. Okay, network address. So the network address between these two router is 10.0.0.0/24. So this is their network address. I'm gonna add this one, color green. Okay, this will do. I'm just gonna mark this here. Okay, so network address here. Okay, next is on this side. I'm gonna put an IP address away. So let's say this is a LAN B. Okay, then I'll use network address. Let's say 172.168.1.10. This one dot 0/24 for this side, the network, and then let's yeah, that's it. I'm gonna configure the fast Ethernet port. So it copy here. I'm gonna change it here. So I'm gonna choose from this network address here. So I'm gonna use 10.1. Change it. Still subnet mask is 255.255.255.255.0 or /24. Next is for PC3. I'm gonna configure plus Ethernet. Then what I'm gonna do is 172.168.10.2, okay, and make it /24. Yeah, it's prayer time for the Muslim. Okay, I think I already choose the wrong ones. Oh, sorry. I think I'm in the wrong port. Sorry. Okay. Next, for PC4, I'm gonna configure class Ethernet 0. This is 172.168.10.23. 55. Okay. Next is for PC number 5. I'm gonna configure fast Ethernet 172.168.10.4. It's 255. Okay. So I'm gonna label there. So this port here is the IP address is 172.168.10.1. Okay, this here, this port here, then this PC here, PC number 3, 172.168.10.2. Okay, and PC number 4, 172.168.10.3. Okay, next is this PC number 5 is 172.168.10.4. Okay, so from PC number 5, I'm gonna check and ping the directly connected network, so we can check its connectivity if this alright. Okay, 172.168.10.1. This will be our default gateway for this LAN B. Okay, press enter. Okay, so he can ping the default gateway. So next thing I'm gonna do is ping the PC number 4 from PC number 5. So okay, 172.168.10.3. Okay, so okay, they can exchange message. Next is for I'm gonna ping PC number 3. So PC number 3, 172.4.68.10.2. Okay. Okay, so they are replying. So select color. I'm going to choose for this LAN B. I'm going to choose this color here, and so you can see this is my LAN B here. Now, from PC0, this PC here, I'm gonna try to ping PC3 that is in a LAN B. So from LAN A, from PC0, I'm gonna try to ping the PC number 3. Okay, so I'm gonna go to its command prompt, PC0 command prompt, then let's try to ping 172.168.10.2. So as you can see, there is no ping. They cannot ping each other because this PC here, he don't know how to get to to this PC number 3 because there is no routing configured yet. So he cannot communicate with the other PC that is in a different network. So that that is the importance of routing. So what I'm gonna do is configure the static routing. So as I mentioned before, this have a 4 types of routing. So and I'm gonna choose the static routing. So for static routing, there are 2 types of configuring the static routing. That is next. I'm gonna label it here. Next hop IP address, and another type of static routing is exit interface. So static routing ways to configure. Okay, so next hop IP address and exit interface way, and I'm gonna choose or use the exit interface way to configure this network here. Okay, so I'm going to Cisco number 1, the Cisco 1. Okay, and then I'm go to CLI command. Oops. Okay, so now I'm in CLI command. Next is I'm going to enable. Next is I'm gonna go to configure terminal. Okay, so now I'm in configure terminal where I can configure the routing protocol. So the command is IP route, then IP route, and then from Cisco, from this router, Cisco 1, I need to put the remote network where I want to go. Okay, so I'm gonna type it on Notepad first. So I use the exit interface first. The configure, when you get to the in configure terminal, is IP route, then the remote network, then subnet mask, then the exit interface. Okay, that's how we configure the static routing using the exit interface way. Okay, the other type is the next hop. So they are almost the same. The difference is as you can see, next hop IP address is IP route, then remote network, subnet mask, exit interface. Sorry, this one is the next hop IP address. Okay, so this is the command for exit interface way, and this is the command for next hop IP address. Then so anyway, what do I mean by remote network So what I mean with remote network, from PC, from router Cisco one, the remote network where I want to go is this network 172.168.10.0. So this network is not directly connected to this router. That is why I need to I need to guide the router how to get to this network. So because our router by default they can uh, only communicate, or yes, they can only communicate to the computers that are in that is directly connected to them. So I'm gonna use this pen again. Mm, hold on. Tagal mag-load. Okay, the magic pen is loading. Okay, this here. Okay, so from Cisco 1, this router here, from this router's perspective, the directly connected networks are this and this one, 10.0.0.0. Okay, but this LAN B IP network address 172.168.10.0/24 is not directly connected to from this router here, from this router's perspective. Okay, so that is why there's no connection between them. So from this PC0 I cannot ping this PC here. So that is why I'm gonna configure the routing. So okay, back to oops next. Wala na ako. Okay, back here I'm gonna configure the router using the exit interface way, using the static routing with exit interface way. So I'm gonna IP route 172.168.10.0. So next is subnet mask. That /24 is equivalent is 255.255.255.0 space the exit interface. So the exit interface, so from this router to get to LAN B 172.168.10.0 network is from this port. So the serial 0/0/0. Enter. Okay. Now I'm going to copy Cisco_1. I'm gonna configure the same, but from this perspective, the remote network is this network 172. Oops. Uh, oops. What happened? Okay. So, sorry. Yeah. Okay, so from copy Cisco_1 perspective, I'm gonna configure the same. So the remote network is 192. Okay, from this perspective, okay, from this router here, the IP address that is not directly connected is 192.168.1.0. This is the remote network. When we say remote network, that is the network that is not directly connected to your router. So gonna add, gonna configure, gonna go CLI command. Okay, enable, then uh, configure terminal. Okay, so now I'm in terminal mode. Okay, next is IP route. IP address is or network address is 192.168.1.0. Subnet mask 255.255.255.0, and exit interface is serial space 0.0.0. Okay, now let's try to ping the PCs from other network if they can send a message or they can ping each other. Let's try now. Okay. Oh, okay, from 0, I'm gonna ping PC number 3. Okay, so ping 172.168.10.2. Hmm. Time out. Time out. Okay, so I forgot to configure the default gateway from this PC. So what I'm gonna do is close this ipconfig default gateway. As you can see, 192.168.1.1. So from PC0, this is the default gateway. Okay. Next, PC number 1, gonna configure the, say, where is it? Ipconfigure default gateway 192.168.1.1. Okay. Next is default gateway is 192.168.1.1. Okay. Next, this PC as well, because to be able to for them to communicate, there should be a connection with the PC should be able to ping the default gateway, their default gateway. So the default gateway for this PC number 3 with LAN B is 172.168.10.1. Okay, here it is. Did I go? Okay, sorry. Figure 172.168.10.1. Okay, ipconfig 172.168.10.1. Now, let's, okay, from Cisco 1, I'm gonna go back to enable mode. Then let's check if the static routing is in our routing table now. So as you can see from Cisco 1 router, this router here, where is that magic pen? As you can see, there is a letter S now. So S stand for static. Ah, naghang na. This is this pen makes my computer. Okay, so as you can see, this is the route 172 or this network here, and letter S, called letter S, as you can see. So the meaning of S is static. Okay, so this is the how we configure the router using the uh, static command. I mean routing protocol using the static routing. Next is quit. Okay. Okay. Now let's go back to the computer. PC0, I'm gonna ping now this PC number 3. Let's ping the PC number 2 this time. Do they have the connection now? Okay, so first there is timeout because it's sending an ARP message or address resolution protocol because it's the first time hitting this PC here. So this PC have the it's not yet in its ARP table, so that's why, as you can see, I ping again second time. There's no more timeout. Okay, next I'm gonna ping this PC number 4. That's string timeout ARP message. So now they are replying. This PC is replying. They have ping. Next is PC number 5. Let's try again. This number PC5 IP address is 172.168.10.4. Okay, PC is replying. So they have connection. When you go, so what I'm gonna do, I'm not going from LAN B because you cannot ping this PC if there is no interconnection or there is no routing, because this part here is in a different network. So from LAN B to LAN A, we have different network, and in order for them to communicate is by routing. So okay, I think I overly answer. So this is the static routing, directly connected routing, and dynamic. There is a lot of dynamic routing. The OS in IGP or interior gate protocol. There is OSPF, IGP. There is OSPF, ano pa ba? RIP version 2, and EIGRP. And for EGP, there is BGP. There's a lot. There are actually a lot. Local, this new feature for Cisco OS. So I think that's it. That is my answers for question number 1. What is the importance of routing? So that is the importance of routing. So you cannot communicate with other network without routing. So in order for you to communicate with the remote networks, you have to configure a routing. Next question. Why do we need a router? Why not use a switch or a hub? Well, the difference is that they have a different functionality. The router is the one that's communicating between the local network and on the wide area network. Let's say I'm gonna I'm gonna give another example if it's okay. I think it's okay. Okay, let's say let's PC here and PC here. Ah, that is the PC. Okay, and just gonna put this here, and then there is another router. Say this router, and let's say there is a server. Okay. Mhm. So bear with me again. So number two, why do we use router and not switches? Because let's say because the router is the one that is communicating between what to- because this router here is the one that is communicating, let's say, oh yes, let's say there is a, let's say, a modem here. Again, modem. So the job of a router is communicating between the LAN connection. Here is the LAN, okay, LAN network, and this side, let's say, this is the wide area network. So only router can do the job of uh, communicating between the LAN and a wide network. There is a lot of uh, command and protocols that a switch cannot do and a hub cannot do because router is, yeah, that's why router is in network layer. So because it can only do is let's say the LAN, yeah, I'm lost. So because the router can only the one that can communicate between the LAN and wide wide area network. That's why it's in uh, net network layer. So LAN network, local area network, and wide area network. So network layer, and well, what I'm saying. Next is yeah, but I think there are instances where we can also use the switch as a router. It is called the what they call the L layer 3 switch or core switch where they have a configuration same as router because switches are more faster than a router. So but we cannot replace the router. Router is a router and a switch is a switch. And even though this is switch layer 3 switch and core switch is a lot more faster, there are some protocols that only works with the router, and there are some functionalities that is available for router only. And what question for the hub? Hmm, I think nobody is using the hub nowadays. I think only switches now because the hub is old model and no, I think no company is using hub by now, only switches, because hub can make a lot of collision in the network, so, and a lot of security issues that can. Okay, so I think that's it. That is my answer for number two. And next is, oh wait, number three. Why is it important to, each PC has a different addresses? What will happen if we will use same IP addresses? So if we use the same IP address in the same network, there will be a conflict of IP address, because IP address is like your house address. Tama. It's like, let's say, uh, I want to give an example. Why is it? Because we can only use one IP address in the same network, because uh, there is there will be a conflict of IP addresses. So to where the IP or where the packets must go, and the packet will be lost if there is two IP addresses in the same network. So because uh, the connection, it's like on the port address, I think there will the packet will be lost, because you will have the same port address and same socket address, like that, I think. ah, so you cannot have two IP addresses, because there will be a conflict in the network, and the packet will be lost. Okay, so I think that's it. So number four is, what can you conclude with this activity? So with this activity, I managed to learn how to use the routing, and what is the use of routing, and why do we need routing. And with this activity, I also learned uh, why do there is only one IP address, and there should be no same IP address with a single uh, network. Okay, and switch. Yeah, I think that's it. So layer 3 switch. Ano itsura ng layers? But let me just check it. It's been a while since I see layer 3 switch. Anyway, let's check. Yeah, this is the layers 3 switch. As you can see, this can also act as a router, but in some cases, okay, so I think that's it. So I hope I answer. Okay, that's it. Bye.